Well, guys, last time we arrived in the Dreamscape in a town called Traumstadt. You guys went into Orderly's pub and were seemingly put through a series of tests by the chief of police. What was his name? Uh, 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 his name was Chief Peter Bradley. You guys were in a time loop, and every time the loop reset, you were basically tested for your behavior to see if you would commit any crimes. Well, you all passed with stellar colors, or stellar results, I should say. If Brahm or Musei was there, you certainly would be in the dungeon. But thankfully, you all are safe. Let's see. Peter Bradley told you that he's done talking to you, but your weapons are with him in the at the jail. And if you want them, you can come by tomorrow. And you got to get a permit. Also, magic and fighting is a zero tolerance for Outlanders in Traumstadt. And if you want any more information, maybe you could go to the Grand Bazaar and find somebody who will talk to you.
I think we were told to look for a guy named Noam Bigly.
Noam Bigly, that's right.
Oh man, guys, it sounds like a fucking utopia. Why don't we just, open up a plant shop or something?
Sorry, I'm typing up
Is that even like legal, dude?
notes.
I mean, we don't have to make money. We can just grow plants and then trade them for things.
The thing is, this is the dream realm. And some of us do have an existence outside of the dream realm.
I don't know, man. I've just been wandering in the woods for 3 years out here. Doesn't seem like a dream to me.
Seems like I've died and gone to heaven.
Are you sure the outside world isn't a dream, man? Maybe this is real life. And you were just living in a nightmare.
Well, contrary to... I mean, I do have a way to be able to test this, but it would break the rule.
What do you mean break the rules? Why would you do that?
I don't want to break the rules of the city we are currently in. We literally just got granted passage to walk around.
I'd prefer it if we didn't break the rules, that is.
Precisely.
At least for the time, we should figure out more about the town we're in. Mentioned something about a bazaar.
Yeah, dude, it's 30 minutes north of here. Maybe we can find that Noam Bigly dude.
I agree. That's the first place we should start. And I guess take in the local sites. We might at least get an idea of what this place is like. Just a quick thing, what is the general theme of this town? Right? Is it Germanic or Gothic? Or,
Yeah. So the general theme of this town is that it's kind of a mishmash of things. It's not really Germanic, and it's not Gothic, and it's not like a desert
Arabic.
area. It's just Arabic, exactly. It's definitely a mix of things.
But it doesn't look out of place. It's not like these buildings are hodgepodge together.
Exactly.
It's just kind of a mix of those styles.
A mix of styles, right? So if you remember, Traumstadt on the sort of on the western side, it becomes heavily forested, and then sort of on the northeastern side, it becomes gradually more and more desert and rocky. So, and this is essentially right on the border in a slightly arid but temperate kind of location.
All right. I think Venric will just sort of mention it to the party, like the architecture of this place seems inconsistent. It'd probably be best for us to learn as much of the culture of this place before we make any sort of hasty decision.
True, but we need to find the Dream Shaper as soon as possible.
Yes, you mentioned something about an oracle? Was it an oracle or a seer?
Oracle.
Oh, you get to talk to the Oracle.
Yeah, the
Okay, 'cause
yeah,
I believe
dude,
last
the
time-
chief guy said that like the Oracle's busy and all, so every year there's like a lottery, and most people don't get to talk to the Oracle even though they want to, but the rich and powerful tend to find their hands on a winning ticket. So
And you said Ahmed seemed to think that this woman would be able to know where Meard is?
yeah, dude.
So we must procure a ticket.
Hmm. I think we need to find out more about this lottery.
Even know where a lot of this
They don't
DM,
seem kindly to outsiders.
what time is it, if time does exist in this space?
Time exists. It's probably getting on to the middle of the day, probably lunchtime.
Mhm.
You got everybody in the pub was mostly a figment, so wouldn't normally be full of rowdy people at 10 in the morning.
And we can grab our gear in the morning if we procure.
Yep, you got to go to the.
License.
Yep, you got to speak to the chief the next day. At least that's what he said.
Okay. Thank you. Just trying to remember all the hooks from last week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one at least bit of information we know is this place has day and night. So it seems time at least functions somewhat normally here.
Yeah, and from what you guys can tell, this is it seems like a normal city. There's a good number of people, not necessarily right next to you, but it's certainly not a ghost town. And you see the occasional peasant walking towards the north.
Would it be safe to say that, like, maybe one of the reasons we know that this is located in the Dreamscape is because there's just this kind of slightly different thing about it? Like, basically, it's like kind of, I don't want to say uncanny valley, but like, there's something definitely strange about like the architecture, and like the air is maybe a little
certainly
different.
is strange. The architecture's strange, but you actually don't feel like this is a dream. The only reason you guys would know that it's a dream is because Ahmed told you, and spit you in through the tapestry.
Yeah, that's
So other than that, it feels like real life, even
That's
though
like
there are some strange things about this place.
that's kind of how the last town was, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think the top priority, get a layout of this town, find out more about the lottery, and find out more about those families that seem to be in charge around here.
Well, we probably ought to start with that Noam Bigly dude, bro.
Let's head to the bazaar first and see what we can glean from there. Noam Bigly seems to be there, last we heard, right?
Yeah, with a name
Alright.
like that, you think he's a little guy or like a really big guy?
I have a feeling that it might be a pun.
Well, you guys can look at this. This essentially is this screen is gonna work as your map. So, so you guys sort of head north. The barmaid pointed the Grand Bazaar out to you guys already. And what you guys come across... Oop, can I actually put you guys over here? There we go. What you guys come across is this big, bustling, walled-in area. I would say that you all start, right about here. And there's people everywhere hawking their wares, buying, selling, eating. There's a lot of people. It's very crowded. And so, yeah, this is the Grand Bazaar. People coming and going, shopping. Center of the town.
Ah, yes. Shopping. And Dragool's gonna pull all of both of his pockets out, and they're completely empty, just like a little mothball falls out.
I know the feeling, friend. I haven't been to a market this large in some time. Perhaps it's best that we spread ourselves a little wide. Each of us taking our own initiative and figuring out what to do, what we can find out from here.
Sure. Let's go ahead and do that.
You see that? I slipped it in there narratively.
I saw that. Go ahead and roll.
This year some DM experience for you.
Mm-hmm. And this is a pretty big map.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to be strict about movement. Just move as you will. This is exploration mode, anyways.
It's basically just like pick a location, and it's like you've wandered there.
Basically. Is that... Who rolled the 21? Is that Zin?
That's a GM whisper, I think.
Oh, it might have GM whispered it.
You know what? My turn order was already populated. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me just get rid of these people.
Damn, we wasted.
Get rid of these.
Wasted the whole day just trying to figure out who should enter the bazaar first.
My bad. All right, Vendrick. How come sometimes I don't see people's names over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
I think it's if their token has a name on it, it'll show up in the turn order.
Okay.
So like, see, my name comes up, Vendrick of Cohen, but like nobody else's is. I think it's because it has to be if your token has the name.
Yeah, I only see my token's name.
All right.
They're like, hey, dummy, don't forget your own name.
Well, I've got it sorted, so go ahead, Vendrick.
All right. Vendrick is gonna, sort of saddle his way in, and I think he is just going to take kind of a general look around. I think his first thing is he wants to look around for, like, what is the defenses around here? Like, are there guards stationed kind of all over? Like, how is this bazaar protected?
There are guards. It doesn't seem like it's actually very militarized. There's the occasional guards sitting around, but yeah, not a heavy military or police presence or anything like that. This is mostly just a place for people to buy and sell. In fact, the security guards that are here are pretty bored, just looking away. You get the idea that there's really not that much crime. That
nor
they
are they
don't do
concerned
very
about
much
it.
here. They're not. Yeah, they're not concerned really about what's going on. In the middle here, you have people hawking apples, trying to sell, their mussels, actually, like sea creatures.
Okay.
Everyone's he's going, get your mussels for sale.
Vendrick's gonna stop, I guess, and talk with one of those vendors. I guess I'll move here.
All right.
And there's a so
You gonna
mussels,
talk to the seafood guy or
the seafood guy, yeah.
Okay. All right. He goes,
Um,
ah, yes. What'll it be? Mussels or mussels caught fresh 2 days ago?
oh, mussels. Sorry, I'm new around here. There's a rather large ocean near the town.
Well, not near the town. It's brought in on the import. We've imported it.
Import.
Yeah, you might know. I sell these mussels for Franz Voigt. You might know him.
Sorry, I'm from out of town. I don't
Oh, an
recognize the name.
outlander. I could tell you're not from around here.
It's Franz Voigt.
Yeah, he handles the imports and exports for Traumstadt.
Does his
Well-
company have a name?
No, it's just under his family. He's one of the members of the council.
The council. I think I heard something about that from the chief.
Oh, you met the chief. Nice.
Yes. Oh, speaking of which, we had our weapons taken away. Do we have our other, like, stuff? Like
You got
this
everything
gear?
except your martial gear.
Okay. So I'll say
And you
Vendrick
have a
does
spell
have his.
focus if it didn't look like a weapon.
All right. Vendrick, then he has his notebook, and he's taking
Yeah.
notes. Yes, we had a rather pleasant conversation with him when we entered town.
Good. So do you want to buy some mussels?
Yes. How much are they?
2 copper per.
I'll take 4.
All right, here you go. He hands you 2. He gives you 4 questionable mussels.
Okay. That's 8. Write that down. Questionable muscles. Oh, as he's like basically, I imagine wrapping them up,
Mm-hmm.
or giving them however they're given. Vertigo say, I heard something else about a lottery. What's that all about?
Well, we don't really. I don't really pay it too much attention because I never win. But they say that if you ever win the lottery, you get to go speak to the Oracle. She'll answer any question you want.
Oh. So it's random? Do you buy a ticket?
You know, I don't really pay it much attention.
Can I make an
I guess it's
insight check?
random. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to make an insight check to see if he does know and he's just being kind of cagey about it, or if like you're just seeing if something's suspicious about that.
Yeah, go ahead. 20?
20.
He doesn't really know. He knows
Okay.
a little more, but he's sort of like eyeing you to get moving. He's trying to hawk his muscles. He knows a little bit more, but he doesn't really.
Every time you say that, I think he's like flexing, like he's trying to sell his like. By the way, I'm a mercenary work on the side.
He flexes his bicep.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look around some more.
Yeah, take care.
Oh, and your name was?
Carl.
Carl.
Carl the muscle salesman. That's me. I see you writing that down. I work for Franz Voigt.
Voigt. How do you spell that?
FRANZ space VOIGT.
I-G-T. Thank you.
Yep.
And then Vendrick's gonna continue down his walk. And that will be his.
Okay.
Maya's before she like goes in, she's gonna make certain like her left arm is really gloved up and her sleeves like tucked over.
All right.
And she's walking in. Pretty much she's looking for like somebody who sells textiles, or sorry, is looking for somebody who sells textiles, or fabrics, embroidered things.
Mm-hmm.
So am I seeing anybody that is selling those kinds of goods?
I guess you're doing a full scan around.
Yes.
Yeah, you would see over here to your right. It's actually the first shop on your right. You see a woman rifling through some fabrics.
I'm not gonna immediately approach her thinking like maybe she's not the shop owner, maybe she's a customer.
Okay.
And I'll also start like looking around. Like anything that looks kind of like bright or more not so much like earth tones. I'm looking for like bright sort of colors and like threads that would be interesting to go along with them. Like
All right.
I'm so.
Well, there's certainly no shortage of that here. There's all sorts of different patterns and stripes and bright colored things.
Hello.
Mr.
Is
Bob.
there anything? Is there anything that's embroidered?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that's embroidered that is a specific kind of story? Or like
like a mural of things on the
tapestry.
A
tapestry? Like a tapestry, or like perhaps something that's like a little bit more intricate that like is like a mountain with like a dragon in the distance, or like anything that's like actually detailed.
No, she's not that skilled.
Okay. I will actually take out one for my own pack. I happen to be proficient with weaver's tools, and I do embroidery. So basically, I'm gonna be like looking at my own trade and then comparing the fabric to whether or not it could withstand the embroidery of detail that I have, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay,
Basically-
she peeks over your shoulders and goes, "Can I help you?" I mean, are you gonna buy it or what?
I'm interested. Yes. I was more comparing it to see whether or not it, if there was anything similar to my own trade. I'm always looking to converse with other seamstresses, embroiders, weavers.
Look, what you see is what you get. And she doesn't seem very helpful. She looks at you as a competitor. You get the feeling.
I'm interested in selling my skill. I don't mean to intrude upon any business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from out of town.
I can see.
I'm merely passing through.
And you want to sell me some fabric?
No, I was actually offering to do work for you.
But you're just passing through?
Well, yes, and I find comfortable ability to, look within my own thing. I am also helping a friend look for another friend that went missing.
Well, that's a juicy bit of gossip.
Most certainly is.
Who's missing?
A dreamweaver.
Never heard of that.
It's a man who dabbles in exotic smokes and tapestries. A fellow person of my own trade.
And he's
A
gone?
member of- Yes. A member of my guild, you could say.
All right, well, how are you going to have time to work for me if you're off looking for this guy? Hands on her hips.
I will make you an offer. I will sew you something or embroider you something that you can sell, and it'll be of equitable value, and you keep all of it. In return, would you perhaps know any information on how to get in contact with the Oracle, or perhaps join the lottery?
Well, I mean, I guess, but she sort of thinks for a minute. She's like, I'm not going to be that helpful, to be honest. I mean, it's like you're trying to buy something I don't really have. I don't know how to join this thing.
Do you happen to know who would?
Yeah. And she actually is kind of helpful here. She comes over to the edge. She motions for you to come over, outside of her store, and she points in the northwest direction. She's like, you know, Mr. Gnome, he hangs out over there at the cafe.
Would that be Mr. Noam Bigly?
The very one. And she coughs.
Chief Bradley said that he might be able to assist. Having your information definitely does assist. Are you sick?
No. And she lights up a cigarette. She's like, can't go 5 minutes without one of these.
Healthy as the day I was born.
Well, if you're looking for a remedy for the cough, I recommend a bit of mint tea with a dash of lemon and anything that's a heart tonic. That'll knock the cough right out.
Thanks. As soon as I sell some of these rags, I'll go buy some tea. And she walks back in.
Would you like me to buy some rags?
Oh, sure. Which one you want?
I'll take 3 of the purple, 2 of the blue, and 1 of the vibrant green.
Oh, she's very happy now. She packs up your stuff and comes over here and she says, that'll be 3 gold.
3 gold, and do you sell patterns at all?
No. Just fabric here.
Do you ever have anyone asking for patterns?
Can't say I do.
Okay. 3 gold. For your gratuity, for your information, I'll double it. Here.
You're most generous. I treated you badly. Thank you.
Of course. Just pay it forward to the next person. Treat them kindly. Kindness goes a long way.
Yeah, sure thing. Will do.
I do hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you get that cough cleared out. All right, I'm gonna go speak with Mr. Bigly now. Thank you. As I'm gonna quietly back out.
Okay. All right. Dwarfadil.
Hey, man. You know,
Should I roll initiative here?
my tummy's not feeling so well, you know. Shitting in the woods is one thing, but, I think I'm going to use a real restroom for once. And Dorfadil's going to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. You hang on. You need to
find
put a
anything
copper
in there?
piece to get in for it to unlock.
Oh, I need. Wait. I thought stuff was free here, man.
This guy looks at you. He laughs. He's like, you were trying to get in without paying. You got to pay for everything around here.
Oh, people at the bar are so nice. And Dorfadil probably has a copper piece scrounging around. I'll pop a copper in the slot.
You hear a little click,
Okay.
and you hear a timer. And that puts you a little uneasy. You feel like
They're timing you,
you
man.
might got to take your business quickly. It's not. This isn't an R&R bathroom.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. He's gonna push
Okay.
a 9 on a con check.
What are you trying to do?
Try to take a dump.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to give you the play-by-play for how this goes, but
He strains a lot.
Does a 9 pass the DC check to take a dump in time?
I
One
definitely
level
think
of-
it's
a
Hold on.
dump in a timely fashion.
One level of exhaustion.
I should probably roll a
Jeez.
probably roll a dexterity save to make sure. Oh,
Oh gosh.
It
Now,
gets
your
on your
dexterity
hand.
save is you're
one.
you're trying to get done with whatever you're doing in here, and you hear the timer start going faster. Starts feeling like you get the feeling like your time's almost up.
Hey, asshole, shit and get out.
All right. Is there a place to wash my hands or?
Yeah, there's a little pot here. It's got a little actually right here, right
That's
on the outside.
Oh yeah, Dorfadil looks at it, shrugs, and keeps walking.
Right as you get out the door, it goes ding, and you hear a lock.
What happened?
You get the feeling that maybe you'd have to put another copper in to get out.
You hear a bellowing flame. They would have incinerated you.
The grinding of gears and sharp things moving around in the air.
You doing anything else?
Nope. He's just gonna walk up by these stalls and just kind of take a peek,
All right.
see if there's anything like catches his eye real quick. But
You see a cafe, people lounging about. There's clearly a restaurant over here on the left-hand side, and people are lazing about over here and relaxing.
okay.
You see what looks like a little gnome and a big giant ogre, but they're not looking at you right now. They're not really paying attention to you. But for now, we're gonna switch over to Jacob. Jacob, what do you do?
All right, dude. Yeah, Jacob thinks he was onto something with this either a big guy or a little guy thing still. So he's just gonna walk straight through the bazaar looking for someone who's either really big or really little.
All right.
I don't know if anybody running these stands fits the description.
Nope, everybody in this area just generally looks like a normal person.
How far am I able to
If
go
you're
up
looking,
through
go
here?
ahead and do a what would we do? How?
Like a perception check?
Yeah, probably perception. You probably have high passive perception too.
I did one better than my passive, so I'll take it.
All right. Yeah, 15. Yeah, you see people. It's pretty crowded. In the middle of the bazaar, there's a lot of people, a lot of tents. So you don't see any big guys or particularly little from this location.
All right. Yeah. How
you
far?
see Vendrick.
Vindrick, and he's got a bunch of muscles.
Some questionable muscles.
He's flexing those muscles
He's getting stronger.
by the minute.
Am I able to continue to the next stand?
Yeah, sure.
I forgot to just ask them if they've seen anybody either really tall. Dude, hey, dude. Nice words you got there, bro.
Yep, they're called apples. They're selling apples.
You wouldn't have happened to see anybody like really big or really small around here lately, would you have, dude? I could be in the market for some apples if you might happen to know anything about that.
You mean like adults and children?
No,
Or
no,
like-
just adults, not children.
A really big adult.
Or a really small
Well,
one.
Well, I mean, nobody here fits that description. I mean, in the stalls, I would know all the people that I'm selling with every day in, day out. But you could try over by the cafe.
All right.
You know, I mean, I guess there's a big guy over there, and a little guy. Come to think of it,
Oh, most excellent, dude. How much are these apples?
a copper apiece.
Well, here's the silver. I'll
Here's-
take 5 of them.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Gives you 5 apples. These are
Do they
good
look?
quality too.
Oh, nice.
Certainly crunchy. Yeah.
They're not
crunchy
grainy?
red apples. Nope, crisp. This is quality.
Hell yeah. This is most definitely what's up, dude. And that'll be
it's what's
Jacob
up.
King's turn.
Okay. Ooh, or Dragool.
All right. Dragool and Tootsie are gonna go, and they're gonna kind of just wander around up here, looking at all the sights. Look at all the smells. Look at these fun pots. Looks like there's a wall turkey right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty fun. Passes this semi-stranger. Moves up to here. And Tootsie's gonna look in. Was this a bookstore?
Actually, no. As you look in here, you're hearing some arguing. Well, it's not really arguing. It's more like somebody getting chewed out, probably by his boss. He's going, "I'm telling you, old man, you need to sell your wares, or there will be hell to pay." He's like, "I am sorry, sir. I'm doing my best, but nobody's really buying." "I don't care. Make a profit. That's what I pay you to do." And he comes over here and he storms out. And as he does, this guy follows him in the front, and this guy goes in front of him, and this guy follows behind him. And this guy right here, this big, huge, masked guy, sort of shoves Tootsie out of the way. And this guy just follows him. He's like, "Watch where you're going." And these guys, they go on out of here.
How rude. Yes. I am not pleased by the manners of this area. And Dragool and Tootsie will go into this area. What is this place, DM?
This area looks like it has it's pretty dusty. It doesn't get a lot of people around here. At least it doesn't. Not a lot of items get moved, we'll say. This is a magic shop, and this man is a man named John Locke. He's an old man, and he currently runs the magic shop in the Grand Bazaar.
Tootsie looks around, sees all the books, and goes, I think it's a kindling store.
No, it's not a kindling store. Would you like to buy something? He's sort of woken up a bit after getting chewed out by whoever that was, and he's trying to sell you something.
Are you alright, sir? You seem in distress.
Yeah, I mean, you know, That was my boss. He's telling me there's hell to pay, and if I don't sell something, here, have a look. And he shows you his wares. They're all pretty expensive, especially since you only have mothballs in your pocket.
Sir, I am afraid your shop is a bit beyond my means.
Ooh. Oof. Oh, did I not show you guys this? My bad. Can you see John's magic
the-
shop? Okay,
John's
okay.
magic.
It's not showing up as a show to you guys, so okay. Oh, how about I do this? Okay, I think that's.
Yeah, I
whatever.
can see it. It's in
I can see it.
handouts. Dream.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
From a
Cool.
shot.
All right, well then, yeah. He goes. What did you say to him last, Triggle?
I said, I'm afraid your shop is a bit beyond my financial means.
Oh, well, okay. And he comes back over and he slumps down in his chair.
May I offer you this simply to make you smile? And he'll snap, Tootsie, a trick. And Tootsie will get up on her hind legs and go, "Aight, boss," and do a somersault across the desk and bump into the wall.
He's a pretty melancholy old man, and his eyes are pretty glazed over. He's got a big mustache and a big beard, so you can't really see a smile if there was one or not. But he goes, "Isn't that something?"
Yeah. It is a rarity to see such a clumsy dragon. Oh, come on. Now,
Oh.
sir,
Yeah.
what bothers you so?
Well, I mean, I have a magic shop. And nobody's buying.
Perhaps it is because magic is illegal.
Yeah. Well, it's not illegal to collect. I guess that's all this shop is. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I don't sell it. If I don't sell anything, Bradshaw will probably turn me into a goat or something. Oh.
Glad.
And he like looks around like he shouldn't have said that.
Who is this Bradshaw?
Well, old Bradshaw's my boss. I work for him. He's on the council. You don't know Bradshaw? Looks like you're an outlander.
Yes,
He work-
I am new to town.
He's on the council. His business is everything in arcane of nature.
An arcanist? How did he get into that? Is he a wizard?
Oh, I don't know. The Bradshaw family's always been pretty powerful and pretty magical. I don't know how he got into that business.
You said he is on the council.
Mm-hmm.
How many members are on this council?
I think there's 3.
Oh, small council.
Yeah, well, 3 powerful families.
The Bradshaw is one. What are the other 2?
Oh, well, there's one that deals with the arcane, the other who does all the domestic labor and sales, and the other one, he does imports and exports. I think his big thing is wine.
What are their names?
Oh man. His eyes are glazing over again. And he goes, Bradshaw, Voight, and Billy Hockman.
Boyd and Billy Hockman.
Mm-hmm.
I thank you very much. These are the powerful men in town.
Yeah. Seriously. Please buy something. I don't want to be turned into a goat.
Was it 3 people or 4?
3.
Okay, I got it. Sorry, I was taking notes.
I wish I could help you, but again, I financially cannot support you in any way.
It's fine. And he just looks sad, and his eyes kind of glaze over a little bit. He loses any form of like animated. You get the idea that he's pretty sleepy and tired. And he
Perhaps,
just sort of nods off in his chair.
perhaps a trade. Dragul will say and slams his hand down on the desk to wake him up.
A trade?
Yes, a trade.
Uh,
For your information, and maybe something else if you feel the need. And Dragul will reach into his bag and flourish a magic scroll, and he will drop down a scroll of planar binding onto the desk.
Ooh. He's pretty interested. Let's see. Does he have anything? He goes, He goes, I don't know. Anything you're interested in?
Let me look at your wares. Silver man? What?
Silver man looks just like a silver man.
Ooh, what does this minor dream fragment look like?
Minor dream fragment. You guys would have found that in found one in the dream of the aboleth. So you guys would know what it is, especially you since you were there. So let me go ahead and show that. Where is that? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh man, Dragul can play the lyre though. Oh, I mean that is pretty rad. He's going to be looking at it, but then he'll see this turtle shell lyre. Because I just realized that Dragul can play the lyre.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he currently has one. Because 5e lets you get proficiency in tools, but does not give them to you.
Well, you want the lyre? You get the idea. Your scroll's worth one of the one of the lesser expensive things, but
what does it do?
Well,
it is
it's
magic, yes?
Oh yeah, it's magic, all right. You want to trade?
What does it do?
You play it.
Well, yeah, it's an instrument.
Okay, I'll tell you. You're a good player, aren't you?
Not really.
Well,
A dabbler.
If you do well, this turtle shell lyre makes a good performance sound twice as nice.
Deal.
Okay,
Fine.
he shakes your hand real quickly, and you feel like the deal's done. And he takes your scroll and scrolls it up and puts it in his coat. And he gives you the turtle shell lyre.
Do you mind if I try this here? And he's gonna start playing a song and singing a song about how he'd like to know more about the Oracle.
He's terrified because it says in his description he doesn't know what they do because he doesn't remember.
Go ahead and play, and make a roll for your play.
Is that a performance?
Yep.
Oh, I love it. 0 base. 0 base. Let's see what happens. Oh!
Oh, it's insultingly bad. He goes, get out of my shop.
Oh,
Go on. Go play that somewhere else.
oh, no encore?
No. Get. You get the
Boss.
idea. You've worn out your welcome.
Boss, that was really terrible. Yes, I'm rusty. Come on, don't rub it in. Don't rub it in. And Dragul and Tootsie will be shooed out of the shop and end their turn.
Okay, Vendrick.
Wait,
it's actually
Horace.
Horace's turn.
Oof. Hold up. All right,
Where is
Horace.
Horace
Now
been?
it's actually your turn.
That is a good question.
Horace. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna ask what does Horace know about what we're doing?
Horace knows that we're in the Grand Bazaar. This is where everybody does trade in this city. It's very busy and bustling, and there's all kinds of shops all over the place. And you're here because you're trying to find a man named Noam Bigly to give you more information.
All right. Well, I'm just going to, Horace is a straightforward fella, so I'm going to walk up to the first guy I see. Is this guy? And I'm going to say, I'm looking for Noam Bigly.
Oh, well, he's over there at the cafe, and he points.
Where's the Where is it? Over here? Okay. Well, thank you kindly, sir. I'll give him
Yeah.
a firm handshake,
Firm handshakes.
and then I'll make my way to the cafe,
All right, go on up there.
where I see Dwarfadil.
Yep.
I'll pat
This guy,
Dwarfadil on his head.
This guy, Noam Bigly's. Sorry, excuse me. This little guy here at the cafe is. He's lounging about, drinking a little brew. It's the middle of the day, but that's what he does.
Ah,
and,
reminds me of Paladin School.
Yeah, and this big guy right here, he's looking about, alert, and when he sees you looking at this little man right here and walking towards him, he gets in the way and he goes, grunts at you really loud, and puts his hand out to sort of stop your advance, and he looks around left and right like he's looking for more
All right.
trouble.
I will misinterpret that as him requesting a high five, and I will give it to him. And
Okay.
then I will
Roll a. We gotta
My
roll
man.
something for that. We roll a. What do you want to roll? What is that? Performance?
a performance.
Persuasion?
Persuasion? Yeah, roll a persuasion. I would
I
say
am-
with disadvantage.
Okay, I am very persuasive, even when I'm at disadvantage. Let's see here. A 19.
Oh my gosh. He looks back at his boss, and he's like, I think it's fine. Let him through, Tiny. And he steps back and goes back to his post at looking around, guarding this man. And he's like, come here.
It's a swell guy. Come on, Dwarfadil, let's talk to this guy. I'll take a seat next to this little. I say, so you must be Noam Bigly.
Before we begin, I'll have you know that every question I answer is going to cost you a gold.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me be a little more judicious then.
I thought you were about to ask a question. Do you mean every question?
Do you mean every question? Why do you charge a gold for each question you answer?
Because I'm an information broker. And he holds his hand out.
Shit.
That was your one freebie.
That was your.
That was
He goes, nothing's free in this town.
All right. So I will decrement my gold. All right. I look at Dwarfadil, who's here with me. I say, Dwarfadil, we have 24 questions we can ask this guy, according to my gold pouch.
Oh, man,
calculations.
it's like 20 questions. But
Hey, that's like a
24.
game we used to play at Paladin School. But to be honest, Mr. Bigly,
Yes.
I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to be asking you. My friends are kind of the thinkers. I just know that we're supposed to be looking for a guy named Noam Bigly, and then I don't really know what to do about it now that I found you.
no, man, we did the quest. We had to find him.
Oh yeah, so you should be giving us treasure. That's how these things usually work.
Noam Bigly looks over at this guy and he's like, what do you think, Tiny? Are these hoodlums?
Oh no, sir. We're paladins. Well, I'm a paladin. He's a hippie, but he's an upstanding guy.
Tiny just.
Oh, man, I don't really like your labels.
Noam
I told
Bigly
you it's a
squints
hippie.
at you, and Tiny gives you a huge grunt. Ugh.
Usually we get like we don't. I'm not talking about stealing. I'm just saying that like we perform services in exchange for valuables. So maybe we could perform services for you in exchange for information.
No, I am an information broker. Right? You ask me the questions and pay me for it. That's what this is.
Okay. Well, 1 second.
You can whistle over your friends if you want.
Yeah, that seems fair. Well, let me get my friends, and we'll consult about what questions we want to ask you, because if everything you get what you pay for, but we don't want to be wasting gold on silly questions like what's your name.
Are you asking me my name?
Nope.
Okay, he puts his hand back. He was about to.
Well, he did introduce himself. That was one we already told
fair
us.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's the actual freebie from him.
That's the
All right.
freebie. And I'll whistle for the crew.
All right. If the crew wants to join, they're welcome to. But if there's other things you want to do here, which of course, there's other shops and such, feel free. How about we'll just go to Vendrick. What are you doing?
Vendor, quick thing. I will head over there. But while we're in the bazaar, can I attempt to find some sort of walking staff?
A walking staff.
Like a
Yeah.
a big stick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
did we surrender all our weapons?
Your
Oh, they took
weapons were
them.
actually taken from you
Right.
magically when you entered into this city.
What about armor?
Everything martial has been taken. So weapons and armor.
Did we get
spell
clothes, or am I in my
focuses.
underwears?
Nope, you have everything except for your martial stuff. Your martial
So
stuff
you're wearing
is with,
your base clothes.
yeah.
All right,
And you have
my
your money.
base
and
clothes. My base clothes is just my underwear.
Then you're in your underwear.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I
Vendrick,
wear-
you would see up here.
I wear my
Uh,
metal armor with nothing under it, and it just chafes me.
It chafes so much. But the ventilation.
Yeah, that's why.
What?
I go commando. My armor.
So Vendrick up there appears to be like a dude who has stuff.
Yeah, he's an armor / blacksmith up in the northwest.
Okay, Vendrick will just pop in real quick. Because he knows weapons are outlawed. I think.
Sure. Well, he goes, oh, an outlander. Well, you probably can't buy anything in here, can you? And you see a big a blacksmith His name is Havost Peck, and looks kind of like this standard issue blacksmith. He has a bunch of wares here.
Name bound. Yes, traditionally, but I am just looking for a walking stick, like a quarterstaff for travel.
Oh, well, and he lowers his voice and looks at you, and he goes, I'm not supposed to sell Outlanders weapons, especially without a permit. You got a permit?
No.
So, maybe instead of a quarterstaff, you maybe want a long cane. And as he says that, he kind of cocks his head a bit and winks at you. He goes, seeing as you don't have a permit or anything.
Yes, I do need a cane.
Yeah.
I'm a rather old man.
Yeah. He looks you up and down, and he goes, you definitely don't look like an infirm old man, but he goes, he's sort of thinking a little bit whether or not he's going to do it. Because he goes, I could get in trouble. And you see him sort of contemplating whether or not he's going to do it.
Okay. Typically, how much is something like that?
Pretty cheap. It's a run-of-the-mill thing.
Yeah.
It's
just a longer walking stick, basically.
Yeah.
So gold-wise, how much would that be?
Oh, a gold. Something,
A gold, okay. I
He's
think
like,
he'll...
You get the idea that he could make a nice one. He could make a nice one for you.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I need him to make... Is there one here, like, that he just has some big stick?
Yeah. He's got a long wooden handle. And, looks like it might go on a great axe.
Okay.
But it's got no head to it.
You know what? It's like the heft of a halberd.
Yeah.
But with no halberd part to it.
Yeah.
He was looking for more of like you said, a traditional, like long walking stick.
Mm-hmm.
Something that has that more. It's like more hewn, or it's less hewn, right? It's just it hasn't been trimmed up yet.
Yeah, he goes.
Well,
should I do it or not? You see him sort of like out loud thinking.
He's gonna gesture
like
towards that.
Him?
All right, I'll persuade. I'll make a persuasion. And he'll point to the long stick that like is the piece of wood that is not made into a staff yet, and basically be like, I'm thinking of working on a project.
Oh?
Yes, I'm a bit of a weaponsmith myself.
Oh, back where you're from? Back home?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh. What are you planning on doing?
I like the wood of that stick. And I know this may sound rather strange in its mundanity, but I actually do simply want a walking stick.
Oh, well, the fellow craftsman, I say. He comes over here and he actually pulls it off the wall. And he goes, I suppose it's just a walking stick. No harm. As long as no harm comes to anyone.
Of course. I will give it the utmost respect.
Okay.
And he's gonna... He'll take the stick. He said 1 gold, right?
Yeah.
And he's gonna hand him 3 gold as he goes to shake his hand. Basically, like, slipping it into his hand. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. He gives you a wink. And,
that's my friend calling me.
Yes. Take
Have
care.
a good day. And then he'll make his way over to where Horace is.
All right. Aya, what are you up to?
I was going to. I'm assuming I'm too far away from the whole Bigly thing.
Nah, you probably heard Horace's whistle.
I did.
I'm saying
probably
you-
hear it.
You could go if you wanted to.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do the other part of our mission, which was kind of get an idea as to the locals. As
Okay.
I'm gonna go into actually, I'm gonna stop into the next shop over here. Or does it look like a shop that
Oh
would
yeah,
go in?
it's certainly a shop. You
Okay.
look around, and there are plants everywhere. Let me show this. You have walked into Agatha's apothecary. You see a youngish woman, and she has she looks eccentric. She has goggles on her head as well as thick glasses, and she has curly red hair and plants just all over the place. She looks bored and disinterested in you, but she loves these plants. She goes, "Hello, welcome to Agatha's apothecary."
Good morning or good day. Is there anything that looks like it's dying?
And she looks over at you.
Oh no, I'm not asking that. I'm asking you that.
No, I'd say they all actually look pretty healthy. She knows her stuff, and these plants are kept in pretty good shape.
Okay, like there's not like a little like repair station like tucked off to the side,
Nope.
or like any what about anything like just sprouting?
No, it's sort of like a florist shop where everything's looks good.
Okay. I know what I'll do. Good day.
Good day.
I take it, would you happen to be skilled in identifying a plant by its seed?
Yes, I could totally do that.
Would you be able to identify these ones? As I'm gonna approach her, and I'm gonna take out my bag of beans,
Okay.
which has 9 beans in it, and I'm gonna pretend like I don't know that they're magic beans.
Okay.
As would you? I did some bartering before I came in another town, and I managed to acquire these beans. Well, I think they're beans, but I'm not certain.
You think they're beans?
I see. I'm not quite certain. It was a little old man that was doing some trading, and I did some work for him. And I am gifted with a green thumb, but I'm not as well as someone as your stature to be able to identify them.
You
Obviously, I do not have my own shop, and I'm asking for help.
She turns around and looks at you. She's chewing gum with her mouth open. And just looks at you, looks at the beans and goes, "Yeah, don't know him."
Would there be something I could do to be able to jog your memory?
You got money?
I do.
Gonna be 5 gold. Just chewing and just looking at you. Just being annoying.
it something on my face? Or is it something by the way I'm dressed?
Do you need the beans identified or what?
I do need the beans identified, but I'm honestly more wondering why are you the second person today to be so glum?
She holds out her hand for the 5 gold and doesn't answer you.
I'd be happier if I put 6 in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. And you put 6 gold coins.
Okay. She puts it in her pocket and she looks at him and goes, yeah, those look like magic beans to me.
Right?
Anything else I can do for you?
Yes. Can you tell me as to why would you approach with such a dismissive demeanor?
You don't know plants, okay? You don't know plants. And she's mostly just she turns around and she goes, I don't care to talk to people who don't expand their consciousness and learn about the plants and the world around them. So like leave me alone. Do you want some more? Do you want to buy something?
We need Dwarfadil over there ASAP.
And she sighs so loudly just to let you know how annoyed she is with you.
I will have you know that those over there, those are moon petals. You can harvest those on a full moon, and the petals glow in the soft silver light. Over there, this plant over here will give you dragon's blood sap.
Yawn.
Yawn. She goes, I know. That's why they're here for sale. Now, are you going to try to take my job? Or are you going to buy something?
I'm not here to take your job. I'm beating around the bush. I'm wondering if there's something written on my face or the way I'm dressed that everyone is deciding to treat me differently just because I'm not around here.
And she comes over and just like starts fiddling with some plants on the table and just stops talking. She's not interested in chatting with you.
Okay. I'm gonna try something. Is there anything around that seems like it is about to bloom?
Oh yeah, basically everything.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to, like, the biggest, prettiest thing that would look better if it were blooming.
Okay.
I'm going to touch it. I'm going to, like, lean in and, like, whisper to the flower. And then it's entirely going to bloom. As I'm going to do Druidcraft.
Ooh. You did a good thing. And in fact, what you did was you made this plant. Trying to get that. Looks like Burst the Lass. Totally bloomed. Let me just copy this. Send that to you.
Okay.
Pink flowers that attracts attention. The infusion made from it increases aquatic performance. Drinking an infusion gives you a +2 bonus to strength athletic checks to swim or climb. And you would know that. Your Druidcraft would, you'd have some sort of a connection with this plant. She goes, oh, nice. I haven't seen that trick before. But you know she has. But she's being a little bit nicer.
Would you like me to be able to make the rest of it?
Sure, I guess.
I will do it.
That was a man outside opening a drink, sorry.
I will do it. But could you answer a couple of questions for me?
And she just goes back to her table.
Okay. As I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna like druid craft other things.
Okay.
Basically, I'm just like, could you? Is there a distinct difference between how you can tell someone's an outsider and versus someone who's not? Can you tell me as to why
Oh.
outsiders are treated in a particular way?
Well, it's the way you're dressed. You don't dress like all of us. You just look like you're not from around here, you know? And
where
as
could I
for
find-
why you're treated differently, we can't have, we've had outsiders in the past being bad in town, so they've lost privileges, so to speak.
What other things can outsiders not do?
Well, you got to get a permit to have weapons, and I think that's it. No fighting, or else you get sent straight to jail.
Is there anything in that jail?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been there. I'm sure. I mean, jail's not good. I'm sure jail's not good. That's up by. Well, that's at the prison. It's
Last but
near
not least.
Bradshaw's place.
Last but not least.
Okay.
If I wanted to find out information aside from Noam Bigly, where would I go? I'm looking for my missing friend.
You want information, but you don't want to talk to Gnome?
I want to see if there's another option besides that.
Yeah, I don't think so. He's the information broker, you know? He hawks information. He sort of sees that there's no competitors.
Let's see. Your attire is very lovely, by the way. And I think your shot, you nestled it quite nice. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And she goes back to looking like a bored teenager. Dwarfadil.
All right. I'm gonna
ask. Sorry, I
ahead.
don't mean. Like, is Ool here?
Is Ool here?
Dustin's muted, so I actually don't know if Dustin's here.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Is Ool just here at the shop?
Just waiting to drop in at the most dramatic point.
Sure.
All right, go ahead, Dwarfadil.
All right. So I'm gonna look this gnome dead in the eye.
He looks back at you.
I'm gonna
squinty.
pull out a gold coin, and I'm gonna ask him the question. Hey man, you always answer truthfully and accurately. And hand him the gold coin.
He takes your coin, bites it with his beady little teeth, and he goes, "Yes, I do.
Okay.
Answer as best I can, you know."
All right. I'm gonna pull out another gold coin.
He eyes it jealously.
I'm gonna hand it to him. I'm gonna say, "Hey man, what's the one thing I could say to make you give me free answers for the rest of forever?"
He takes it and goes, "Nothing," and then pockets that coin.
Oh, okay. All right, I have one more coin.
Okay.
Hey man, What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done in your life, man?
He goes, Tiny, go take a walk. Yeah, boss. And Tiny goes, takes a walk. He goes, one, I mean, can't have other people knowing this, but you know that toilet down there
Yeah.
where you got to put a copper to go?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one time I got locked in and didn't have a copper to get out. I thought I could do it, but I didn't have enough time.
They call it the one copper gambit. Only spoken about in legend.
Oh, this guy runs out here. He's like, oh, Mr. Tiny. Or sorry. He goes, Mr. Noam Bigly. Your food, sir. Thank you. And he runs back in. He's put down a huge turkey leg on the table. It's almost as big as Noam is. And he just starts chowing down on it.
Wait, so was that the end of the story? You just locked yourself in the bathroom?
Yeah, I had to have someone come bail me out.
That's not so bad. I used to lock myself in the bathroom at Paladin school all the time.
Jeez.
That's not embarrassing, man.
Yeah, don't
goes-
feel bad.
Yeah. It's
So
not
you guys are
embarrassing at all.
paladins? You
Oh,
all
hang on.
paladins?
Hang on. Hang on. That's not embarrassing at all. No, I want my gold coin back, man.
I answered truthfully, and you got the answer.
That's not the most embarrassing thing, man. Like, you're not going to pay me 20 gold coins not to tell Tiny about that. Hey, Tiny. This guy locked himself
Tiny,
in
go
the
take a
bathroom
walk.
one time.
Tiny.
He just locked himself in there. He didn't bring 2 copper with him.
He goes, fine. I'll give you a free question. Okay, just don't tell Tiny about that.
Well, and Dorfadil looks around to his friends. See if they have any questions for him, and that'll be his turn.
I think the big thing was that we were
looking
we
for
were
our
going
med,
to
I
meet.
guess?
Well, we were looking for Tiny because we needed to find a way to meet with the Oracle, right?
Yeah. Well, here, Jacob's about to show up and start asking questions.
All right. Jacob comes up as Dwarfadil says that.
Hang on, dude. How do you get locked in a bathroom, dude?
Yeah, let me ask him that.
Oh,
That's the free
you
question.
guys are on thin ice, I'm telling you. Tiny, disregard this.
No, wait,
Disregard,
dude. Is this big guy Noam Bigly or is this little guy Noam Bigly? Dude.
I'm Noam Bigly, obviously.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, dude.
Obviously, that's Tiny. Hey.
Well, did you ask him about the Oracle yet? Like,
You guys want to know about the Oracle?
yeah, we heard that there's like a lottery to be able to see the Oracle, dude. But we were wondering, like, what do we actually have to do to see the Oracle? Because, like, lottery's not
Seems like
a certain thing, dude.
Yeah. It is a certain thing, and I know all about that. Who's got a coin?
I've got a coin, dude.
Hey,
All right, he takes a coin. He bites it, of course, and looks at it. You can never be too careful. He goes, well, all right, here's the deal. All citizens are automatically put into a drawing, so to speak. And the Oracle gives out about, or at least her assistant, gives out about 3 tickets per year. I mean, she used to give out more, but she doesn't care too much about us anymore. I at least I think.
Harsh,
Anyways, tickets are distributed randomly, but you know, as you can imagine, a ticket to get any question you want answered. Truthfully, even if it's about the future, is a pretty valuable thing around here, huh? So those tickets always eventually find their way into the hands of the rich and powerful. And, well, they use those tickets to, further their business. You can understand how, knowing the future trade details would be valuable to businesses, eh?
Totally.
Is the Oracle indifferent to this obvious bit of corruption?
He holds out his hand and
He's gonna hand him a coin.
yeah, he goes, how about you just put like 4 coins on the table? And, anyways, the Oracle's indifferent. She knows what goes on, but, this is the system that's been created, so it's not all bad. The people who get the tickets, they get paid out.
So the people who get the... I'm not asking a question, I'm clarifying your answer. I'm dissembling. The people that get the ticket, the winning tickets, they get bought out by rich people, so they don't actually get their questions answered.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
So do you know who's currently got a ticket that we could perhaps purchase, dude?
Oh, well. Oh, well, I know who's got the tickets now. They didn't win them, let's say, organically. They bought them out, but yeah, the 3 ruling members on the council have the 3 tickets. We got old Henry Bradshaw, Franz Voigt, and Billy Hockman.
That is most definitely not
assuming-
what's up, dude.
Assuming they have these tickets still, it must mean that there's some designated time that they go ask the Oracle, correct?
There's not as far as I know. It's just basically
As they
you just
choose.
walk up and show them the ticket and you get your meeting. But if you don't have a ticket, you don't get through the door.
Well, it seems like we have 3 people we need to discuss.
You think it's possible to forge a ticket, dude?
He laughs and laughs. He looks over at Tiny and he's like, not a chance. Think about it. You trying to trick somebody who knows the future?
You make an excellent point, bro.
Mm-hmm.
She would know that we were already coming then.
So she'd know it's like fate if we showed up without a ticket then. Right, dudes?
Destiny's
you guys
a
could try
strange
it.
thing.
Yeah, that might be a bit presumptuous. A good way to get
Suppose
pitted
we'll
in a
have to-
bad way, bros.
I suppose we have no other choice than to figure out how to get tickets from one of these 3 council members.
We could beat the shit out of them. Take their
No.
tickets.
We're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a one-way ticket to the dungeon, dude.
Yeah, and Tiny's actually gonna offer you some. He goes, "Here's some free advice." Not Tiny, Gnome. He's go, "You don't want to go to the dungeon, okay? You do not want to go."
What goes on? Do I want to waste the? I don't want to waste the gold on that question.
Don't drop the soap is all I'm gonna say.
All I'm saying.
Well,
Maybe I do want to go to the dungeon.
No. No.
We will have to go to the jail to collect our things tomorrow.
The jail dude or like the
Yeah.
precinct?
I guess they're one and the same, right?
Ah, true.
I guess we could just go talk to these council members and, see if there's something some deal we could work out with them.
Tell you what. And he
What?
looks over on the table. And there's like, I don't know, 6 gold pieces left on the table. He goes, look, I'll arrange a meeting with one of them if you want.
Oh,
For the rest of that gold on that table.
well, it's not my gold, but what do you guys think? I mean, 6 gold is not that much to get a meeting with these guys, save our med, or save our med's friend.
Yeah, dude.
He goes, fine. And he swipes the gold and he pulls it over and he goes, I think you'd better start with Billy Hockman. Billy Hockman, well, he's the guy who works all the domestic business here. He's got a lot of land. But most of these guys over here hawking their wares in the center work for him. Believe me, you don't want to go over to Henry Bradshaw. He's Henry's the guy who he's sort of a steward for his uncle's estate, but his uncle hasn't been around a long time. And Franz Voigt just not that personable. I think you guys probably have the best chance with old Billy. But don't
Sure,
be fooled. Billy's pretty shrewd.
I
And I'm not
trust you.
saying it's gonna work. But as you can imagine, these guys are pretty competitive and they want to keep their tickets.
Yeah, we'll have to give him something that's worth his while.
Yeah, probably. Tiny, he goes and whispers into Tiny's ear. Tiny's like, sure thing, boss. And he actually goes jogging. And jogs right on out the bazaar. He goes, I sent Tiny off to help set up this meeting for you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Anything else y'all want to know?
Yeah, dude. And Jake's gonna put a gold coin down. He's gonna say, how big is your Johnson, dude? And then it's gonna cut to Dragool's turn.
Okay. Dragool.
Oh boy. Well, the meeting's getting set up, so I suppose Dragool will go over and see this gathering of the people. Hello, companions. Some I know and some I do not. What is going on?
We've gained some information on where we should go next.
And the size of this man's penis.
That he was locked in a
Excellent.
bathroom.
This seems irrelevant.
Entirely.
How went your little exposition?
I have made very little headway in terms of information. Except that the town is run by 3 council members who may have procured the tickets to the Oracle in advance. And Dragool and Tootsie both kind of standing there looking like they expect to be praised.
Ah. Well, then we've confirmed our suspicions, I imagine. And Vendrick's gonna look in his notes. Franz Vaught, Raoul Bradshaw, and a Bill Hockman. Correct?
Oh, yes. Bronze. Dragul did not actually get the first name of Voight. So he'll
Voight.
kind of oh yes, Voight actually. It's Voight.
Ah, boy. He scribbles it out and rewrites it.
Yeah. Franz, yes. I also procured this excellent lyre.
Hmm.
And he picks up the turtle shell lyre and he starts to strum the opening bars of the national anthem of his homeland.
National Lampoon.
All right, hum the
This
first
is-
couple of bars of that
Yeah,
for us.
do a performance. Now you hum it.
With a 10?
I say roll again.
You say roll again?
Yeah.
Hold on, if his humming performance is good enough, maybe the roll isn't even needed.
Okay. Go ahead, Christoph. Just a bar or two. This is beautiful. It brings a tear to Bigly's eye. Everybody stops drinking and eating and goes silent to listen to this. Everybody, starts humming along. Even this cook stops and goes out to listen, letting his food just burn. Tears in everyone's eyes. Everyone claps when you're done.
It's the best song ever made.
It's the best song.
Dragul takes a bow. And a tear rolls down Tootsie's eye and lands on this plant, which immediately freezes to death.
Jeez. Okay. Well, Tiny comes running on back, and he goes, "Hey, boss. Meeting set up." He's smaller than usual. Okay, here he goes. He's ready. He'll be expected. He's like, "Thank you, Tiny. Well, let it be known that old Noam Bigly helped you guys in need when you were in need. Thank you very much for your business. I look forward to talking to you again." And then he sort of nods his head like this is done. So, but let me just say this. There's various shops around here. Like I said, there's the alchemy shop in the south, the apothecary, the magic shop, and a base armorer and blacksmith. Are there any shops here that you guys individually would like to go to?
I am broke.
Can I make a perception check to see if I recognize that bird man over there?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I think Dorfadil wants to go to the apothecary.
All right. Yeah, you recognize the Birdman.
Hey, Horace, dude, look behind you. It's a familiar face, isn't it?
Who?
You remember that bird guy from with the like the devils or whatever? What was his name? Cool, dude.
I thought his name was Who.
Ooh, I'll try that one. Maybe I misremembered. Ooh, dude.
We'll just wave.
Does Ool have
Hello.
like takeout?
Ool's just been sitting there staring at you guys this whole time.
He's like, they'll introduce me any second now.
It's like, Ool's like, I saw you guys in the market, and I was like, I remember you guys, which is weird for me because I have terrible memory. but then you guys kind of look like you're in the middle of something, and I just didn't want to interrupt you guys. So I just followed you guys around the marketplace.
Did you too get the message to save
Message?
the Dreamweaver?
I don't know.
You would have, Ool.
But does Ool remember it?
Yeah.
Ool remembers it. He was given a message that Meard's in trouble. And next thing he knows, he...
That's a 3 on that intelligence save.
Ool has no idea why he's here.
Ool's here
Yeah.
looking for a Meard blanket. Like
Yeah.
some like
I'm just here. Maybe it had something to do with Armed? I don't know.
he's looking for a Mylar blanket.
I was looking for
So,
It must
what
be
are you
fate,
doing? Who are you
dude.
killing?
Sorry, what was that?
Who are we killing?
Killing? Oh no, we're
No one yet. In fact, it would be very bad to kill anyone presently. Please don't do it.
Okay.
Please.
Do we need objects again?
No.
You know what? I'll just go along, and then, last time I did kill some people, and that wasn't okay, apparently. So you just tell me who to kill, and I'll do so. Because I'll just go along. You guys are fun, entertaining, and then, maybe I'll remember you guys again.
Ool, I imagine you have a picture in your pocket, and it's of the Potion Man, but you don't remember why you have that picture. It just says
The lamp has
Just
one of those
started
stupid,
blasting.
90s camera things. So, every time he kills somebody, it just prints out a new image.
Yeah,
He's
at
like,
the
"Who
back
is
of it,
this?"
the back of it, you wrote, "Remember this," but you didn't give any context to it.
oh yeah, hey,
Remember
dude.
this for next time.
Cool.
Probably don't want to be casting any magic in this city either.
No casting magic?
Yeah, or they'll take you to the dungeon straight away. And I don't know
Wait,
if you
that's
know
a
what.
good thing. 'Cause
No.
last time we went to the dungeon.
No, dude, it's gonna be more heinous than that, bro. You know what
Really?
circumcision is? I hear it's supposed to be like that, but worse in the dungeon.
I have no idea what it is. Let's You're right though. No, you're right.
Oh
Horse-
god.
horses-
Why are you
horses-
posting that in the chat?
Horace is ready to go to the dungeon.
I'm gonna cut away. Dwarfadil, as you walk into Agatha's apothecary, much to Aya's, she doesn't understand why, and she's a little annoyed at this. Actually, very annoyed at this. The instant you walk in here, Agatha's eyes look at you, and she brightens up, and she goes, "Now you look like a man who knows how to expand his consciousness via plants."
I actually came here looking for some psilocybin cubensis.
Oh, I think I have some.
Ah,
Take a look at the
perfect,
other stuff
man.
that I have too.
All right,
And she
Dorfadil's
starts-
gonna take a peek around.
All right,
I'll
she
do
comes
that.
over and stands right next to you, and she's like, "Just ask if you have any questions. Let me get that for you." What did you say it was? What did you say it was for one more time?
Psilocybin cubensis,
Oh,
basically
yeah.
psychedelic mushrooms.
Oh yeah, she's got it. She's got it. She's cutting some mushrooms over here, just snappy, just getting right on it. She runs over. Here you go.
Oh, thank you very much. How much do I owe you, man?
Hey, it's on the house. And she twirls your beard.
Oh. I imagine I'm much shorter than her too. This is kinda
Yeah,
like-
you're way shorter than she is. She's like, "Oh, we might have something else. Roll a D100.
Okay.
81.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Okay. All right. You get. She puts a plant in your hand.
Okay.
You get some olivar. Plant with
Olive.
black flowers has a particularity of making it more convincing. So if you eat it, you get a +1 to charisma checks for the next hour.
Okay. So, mushroom. I have more mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. We'll say she gave you, 3 mushrooms.
Okay. Okay, and then I got black oliver.
Mm-hmm.
Does that have any other effects?
No, but if you're looking for something with other effects,
No,
You
no.
can
I was
ask.
asking the DM specifically. No. Oh man, you're the best. What was your name again?
my name's Agatha.
Oh,
Agatha Crimby.
Oh, Aletha Crombie.
Agatha
Oh.
Crimby.
Agatha Crombie. Okay,
Agatha
I'll remember-
Crimby.
I'll remember that, man.
and what's your name?
Oh, I'm Dorfadil.
Ah, such a beautiful name. Well, Dwarfadil, if there's anything ever you need, plant-wise, just come.
Oh, we'll do, man. We'll do. Apparently, we gotta go to a dungeon or something, man.
Ooh, sounds scary.
Gotta stand up for those, undead rights. They're underrepresented in our communities today.
She makes a fist and raises it over her head.
And Dorfadil's gonna make a fist as well.
Okay. All right. Any other shop people? We can then Noam's gonna say, "Hey, you guys got a map?" And he's gonna point out Hawkman's estate for you, and that should be right here. Is hey, Hawkman's at his home. He's ready to meet you whenever you want.
Well, we should probably go over there and
All right.
talk to him.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Let me.
We also might need to change our attire.
Oh,
What do you think? Well, we can't ask this guy. He'll charge us a fucking gold piece.
We'll
As
ask
I'm
somebody
saying that,
else.
I am standing in boxer briefs. So, like,
is that all Forrest wears under his armor?
yeah.
Just like some fucking.
It's got
white
like a
and hard
Yasnik
shape.
pattern under
Yeah.
his like sort of like tidy whitey type
Yeah,
underwear,
it's,
you know.
they're tidy whities with a big Y on the front.
So you know they're and they have your name on the band.
Mm-hmm.
For,
Do they have a
Forrest.
day of the week on the band as well?
Yeah. Forest Wednesday.
But it's here's the fucked up part. It's Saturday.
Forrest, to be honest, I wasn't paying attention until just about now. Would you, as I'm like covering my eyes and like looking to the side, would you like something like a toga or something?
these xenophobic people, look, they won't even look at us outsiders as
I
Forrest
know.
is walking around in his fucking
Would I can make one really quick. I just bought some fabric. I can whip up something.
Oh,
Would
that
you
would be
like
lovely.
Oh, here, give me 1 second. What god is it that you worship again?
Yasni.
Yasni. Is that the one with the Y, or is that the one with the N?
Let me check my undies. I look at the. It's a Y.
Oh, well, lucky for you, I actually just happen to have a bit of a paladin's tabard. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
As I'm gonna like go off to the side, and I'm gonna take the purple fabric that I bought, and I'm gonna quickly like sew it up this way it's longer, and then I'm gonna put like I have like a piece of like a paladin's tabard on it, which I'm gonna quickly like do a Y for just quick threads. This way it actually just looks like a Y symbol instead of like being all decorative. Not my best work. I'm gonna come back and bring it to him.
All right, I will put it on like a t-shirt, and
Oh.
and it doesn't hang all the way down.
No, it's not actually. So you wear it.
I appreciate the Osnick style of fashion.
It's not supposed to be worn this way. It's this part goes here, and then this one goes around, and then you tie it here, and it's gonna end up looking like a toga with like it's basically like an open sleeve bathrobe, is what it is.
All right.
Dang, Osnick fashion
eventually
certainly changed since my day, dude.
I'll eventually get it basically right.
But it's all like it's a bright purple, like royal purple, like a white sash.
Heck yeah, true Roman style.
Well, that goes the purple fabric I was going to use.
It's this. Jeez.
That's perfect, actually.
Yeah.
You look, yeah. Tiny goes, nice.
Yeah.
You got more of them?
So what did you all find out? Exactly.
Well, we found out that,
we found out what we're doing next.
we found out that we got to go to the Hawkman's estate and see if we can get a ticket off of him. He's got the golden ticket.
Yeah, we're gonna have to probably do a deal with them.
Yeah. You guys, roughly ready to meet. You feel well enough dressed, Horace?
I think so. I'm still futzing with it. I'm doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys follow the map, and it's Hawkman lives in a pretty nice part of town, so there's no crime, and you guys take some time, but you generally get there, no problem. The map's right where Noam Bigly said it would be, and you guys get the feeling that Noam Bigly is a good guy. He's got your best interest at heart, provided you've got the coin.
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about.
You guys find out that I wouldn't say find out, but as you guys are walking up, you see this is a really, really nice house. It's almost like an old style plantation. Huge trees on either side of a long walk up drive. Big house with the wraparound porch all the way around, immaculately taken care of. Guest house over to the right hand side. You get the feeling that this being Billy's place, you get the feeling that whoever's in here is very powerful and
Has some
very,
money.
very wealthy.
Pretty nice place, guys. I'm glad I put clothes on.
Did you guys know that places like this used to be used as undead slave areas before the Great Necropocalypse? This guy could be the descendant of necromancers.
Well, we've all dabbled in a little necromancy.
Yeah, dude, but we should still be careful, bros.
Yeah.
If he could be a necromancer, that would be most heinous.
Remember, just don't kill the zombies, man. We gotta stand up for their rights.
Well,
We
I
could
think we have
liberate
to kill
them.
the
Dabbled in
zombies.
necromancy.
I
We
think
shouldn't be
should
fighting
kill
in the
the
first
zombies,
place.
though.
we shouldn't be fighting in the city, dude. So yeah, I think Dwarfadil's right. Best we can do is liberate them.
Are we outside of the city limits right now?
No, you're still in the city. This is just a huge quantity of land that Billy's bought for himself.
All right. Well, I guess we won't kill any undead then.
Be a shame if something happened to this house. It's almost like there was potentially a demon earlier.
I think I saw him.
Such a wild card character.
Scurrying around.
Yeah, I think there was a demon earlier.
That's how Ul's gonna get away with it. He's gonna spread this rumor that there's a demon he's been seeing.
So with us being outsiders the way we are, we're not gonna have the door slammed in our face, are we?
Well, you just break down the door then.
Nah,
We're
dude,
already
we're doing
as soon as they
diplomacy.
open the door to say who is it, you just put your foot right in there so they can't close it.
Or you blast
That-
the doors off their hinges.
No, that's magic.
Yeah, that's
magical.
Which is illegal.
Well, they
Well, the
and they can't report you. There's no witnesses.
Oh my word! No, we are
Looks-
not doing that.
Something
Well, you're
about this
technically
town,
correct.
dude. Something about this town, dude, makes me think that there's got to be some sort of magical magic detection stuff.
There's a part of me that makes
Bros.
we'll be like, well, gonna have to
There's-
do it the
there's
old-fashioned way and pull out a
actually
gun.
I'm a
At
healer,
least-
but
There's actually not. I did actually slip a little bit in the apothecary, and I made some things bloom, and no one came to my rest.
oh, magic should probably definitely be abused by the upper class to keep the lower class in check, without a doubt.
I mean, that's typically how it is.
Typical arcane.
So you're saying we
Well,
should
then-
totally incite a class war, dude?
Well, no, I think what we want to do is we want to get this guy's ticket. So maybe we should let him know that we are high-level casters and that we would be willing to suppress the masses on his behalf.
Or other
Or-
work?
We poison him and then offer to give him the antidote once we got the ticket.
Look, we're getting
Wink.
awfully close to this guy's house, bros, to be talking about attacking and killing him. All right, let's
We're like,
just
if
have a
anyone-
normal conversation with him first, bros.
If anyone asks the name of our band, we'll call ourselves the Plankerton.
Yeah.
What if we just use diplomacy?
What's diplomacy?
It's like an old wooden ship.
Diplomacy is plan A, dude.
Ul's gotta be like, what kind of spell is that?
Marauders.
Is it meld into stone?
How many men can I slay with this diplomacy?
Can you also melt into stone?
Hey, I can melt. I can do a lot of things with dirt and rock. Makes it
DM,
really easy to
Yes.
find evidence.
is this a single-story building?
This is not. There's 2 stories.
Are there windows on the second story?
Yeah, I'd say there are.
Actually, the
As-
GIF I posted is fairly similar to the house.
Yeah, it actually looks basically the same.
As we're walking up, Dragul will point to one of the windows, and Tootsie will fly up to it
All right.
and take a peek inside.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. You see. And this is the second story. There's another wraparound porch up at the top, and you're peeking in that window. Okay, let me reveal that for you. It's a very well adorned bedroom. You guys can see, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Let's see. Who is going to knock on the door?
Oh, sure, I will.
All right.
Vendrick will be there. Like,
All right.
I will
With knocking
stand.
on the door.
I will
walking
stand close to Ool as he's knocking on the door.
Okay.
Dixie will fly back down to this window, I suppose, so she can look through
Sure.
here since it's revealed.
Yeah, and you see a boardroom with fully furnished actually.
Is this a magical ceiling fan?
I
Yeah.
I didn't really. Yes, yes. It's a magical ceiling fan. You knock on the door, and boom! As soon as you do, the doors open up, and I will now just reveal. Da-da-da-da. And you see a man, and he goes, "Hello, hello. We've been expecting you. My name is Arthur Twindley. I've been personal assistant to Billy Hockman for many, many years. Come on in. Come on in."
of course.
Oh, I was gonna say it's weird that they were expecting us, but we set up a meeting, so it's not.
Yeah.
Are you the Major Domo?
Major Domo?
Who you calling a domo?
Basically, Major
Domo
Domo is
arigato.
like the guy in charge of the house and like everything around
Property.
it, the servants, the property, that kind of thing.
Oh, am I sort of. I am I do whatever Billy asks of me. I've been helping to run his business, anything that needs to be done for years and years, decades even.
Do you get
Uh,
paid?
But I am in charge. What was that owl creature?
I'm sorry, what?
He's asking what you were going to say.
He called
do
you
get
owl
paid,
creature.
monkey man?
Do I get paid? Yes, very handsomely actually.
Damn
Anyways, not about me. I know you're here to see Billy. Wait right here. And he goes
Well,
off
we
into
like
the
to
other
get to
room.
know. We like to make small talk with the help. You know.
He would be. You see his. He hears that as you're walking away, and
That man was very racist.
you see his mustache twitch, like he was a little pissed about it. And he goes, "Yes, Billy, we'll see you now. Follow me, please." And I'll just go ahead and reveal the whole area.
I was just checking. I looked up the actual definition. It says a Major Domo may also be more informational, being someone who oversees the day-to-day responsibilities of a business enterprise.
Well, then he is. Billy, this is the folks who asked for the meeting. I will be in the parlor if you need anything. And he goes over here and he starts playing some soft piano. It's very good.
I like how he says where he's going, but we can clearly see where he's going.
He's right over there.
Just a small-minded human monkey.
Billy is sort of not looking at you. He's shooting pool by himself. Every now and again, you hear a clack.
After
And
you said that, Dustin, I am so glad that all these characters are white.
Well, anyway,
Uh,
he's shooting pool.
Horace is like Mediterranean.
He's swarthy.
Yeah.
oh
He's
no.
he goes,
And-
"Well, I
You might end up-
suppose."
Hold
we
on, I
should
gotta
introduce-
stop. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
go
don't mean
ahead.
to cut you off. Audience, he's Frieza from Dragon Balls. That's what he's doing when he says that. He doesn't mean it in the other way.
Who's this Uncle Dursley-looking guy?
You talking about this guy?
I believe he was
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
no,
introduce
sorry.
himself.
Yeah, that's Billy Hockman.
I know.
Billy Hockman, he goes right ahead and he's like, "Well, suppose we should introduce ourselves. I'm Billy Hockman. I own this estate. Who might you all be? I don't know you. You all look like outlanders to me."
That we are. I'm Vendrick of Cohen.
All right.
These are my friends, if they would like to introduce themselves.
I'm Jacob Kane,
I'm
dude.
Horace the Redeemer. Oh, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I heard you.
Yeah, together we make up a fearsome Yasnik paladin. Do some.
Well, I'm shaking in my boots. And who are you? This lovely creature.
And it's like I like hearing creature like just like cutting her eyes just real quick before like looking. I am the Black Wolf.
Oh, wonderful. He goes, now. Oh, hold on. And he looks at, it looks like Dragul sneaking about. He goes, can I help you, sir? You are in my house?
My apologies. I am just a simple foreigner.
A humble.
Here we go. He goes, that you are. And then he goes on back over to, he's shooting his pool. He's like, well, out with it. I'm a busy man. What do y'all call this meeting for?
We are in
Who
need
has
of
good
some.
diplomacy?
I do.
I
I actually have high charisma because I am a paladin.
Yeah, actually, Ul is pretty good.
I've got a +7 to persuasion.
Like I have a +6, so.
I have a +8 to deception.
Ooh,
I
Will
can
we
lie
continue
through this.
checking? Should
I
Dragul continue checking this door?
yeah, probably. You're just.
Yeah, do you want to
looking
go
back.
upstairs? Is that what you're trying to do?
I guess not. He caught me.
Okay.
I have a +9 to persuasion.
Of course, go. Persuade. Woo this guy.
All right. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna say, well, you're a mighty fine pool player, if I do say so myself.
Well, thank you kindly.
Did Tiny tell you anything about what we were hoping to do? What kind
No.
of arrangement we're trying to come to?
You know, I did this as a favor to Tiny.
Yeah,
You know,
he seems
meeting
like
with
a
people
swell guy.
unannounced coming to my house. What is it that you want?
Well, we are trying to save the world. We're heroes. My name's Horace, the Redeemer. I'm a paladin. I pull out my holy symbol. Oh, I don't have my holy symbol. I reach into my robes and I don't have my holy symbol. They took my holy symbol, but
Not a good sign.
we are we're trying to talk to the Oracle of a matter of some import, and we understand that you have a ticket, and I understand that ticket is very valuable to you. But we were wondering if maybe we could come to some sort of arrangement, whereby we could borrow that from you.
You want the ticket? You know
would
what
like
this
to.
ticket does?
It allows you to ask one question of the Oracle, which she answers truthfully about the future.
No, my good sir. It means that my company gets to stay ahead of the curve against all the other companies. You understand?
Oh,
This
yeah, that
ticket
makes
represents wealth and power for me.
sense. Indeed.
And you want me to give it to you so that you can, what was it? Save the world.
Yeah. Well, that's about the long and short of it. Obviously, we wouldn't expect to get such a thing for free, but you know.
Oh no, sir. I paid handsomely for this ticket. This ticket was given to a little man down on the way. Well,
Was it
he
Bigly?
decided that he needed my money a little bit more than he needed this ticket. So now, it's in my possession.
Sure is. But you said you wanted to stay ahead of the competition. What if we sabotage your competition so that you could stay ahead of them? Then you wouldn't need the ticket.
I like the way you think. What was your name again?
I'm Horace the Redeemer. I'm a good guy.
Horace. Pleased to make your acquaintance. and he gives you a big, firm handshake. You feel
All right.
like this guy's willing to play ball. He
Oh,
he
yeah.
understands you guys are willing to play ball. He likes
Play
that.
some snooker.
Play some snooker. He goes, "You want a shot?" And he hands you the pool cue.
Oh yeah, I'll try to take a shot here.
All right. Do what would this be? A sleight of hand? Dex?
Sleight of hand, probably.
Yeah, go do a sleight of hand. See if you sink a ball. You miss. Hey, that's okay. You probably never played this game before. He goes,
No,
let me show you how it's done. And
Yeah.
then, well, I'm not that good either.
Can I
Well,
take
that's
a crack
okay.
at it, dude?
I'm still learning.
You say,
Go ahead.
well, you'll never know unless you take the shot, right?
Yeah,
You
can
miss
I take a
100%
crack
of the
at it,
shots you
dude?
don't take.
Yeah, I suppose. Come on over here.
I love Dwarfadil immediately hitting the bathroom.
How bad
Putting
does
an
he wreck
upper
that
decker
bathroom?
in his house. Yeah, Dwarfadil, what do you think about this place so far?
Well, Dorfadil had a nice shit. Again, there was probably some concern there.
Dwarfadil, have you been eating too much fiber?
It's a lot of plant fiber, man.
Yeah, man, or mushrooms fiber. I don't know. And now that he's taking a nice shit, he's gonna go fetch himself a snack from the kitchen.
All right. Well, and this girl goes, hello, nice to meet you. It's just me, the maid.
Oh, no
Can I
worries,
get you something?
man. No, I got it. Dorfadil's just gonna fucking
okay.
random fucking food.
Okay.
Lunch.
It's a well-stocked pantry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll cut back. Jacob Kane, go ahead and make your. Jacob
24.
Kane, you sink 2 balls in 1 stroke.
Is that like good, dude?
That's good. That's real good. Billy Hockman's impressed with you. He says, "Hey, good shot, man." And then he says, "So, y'all want this ticket, and you're, let's say, willing to do some things in order to get it." Well, if I understand what you are implying, sir, talking to Horace,
Yeah.
he goes, what you say would be, one might call it illegal. And
Well, I'm open to other suggestions.
let's just say that I'm not interested in getting into, illegal business. Everything old Billy Hockman does is above board. But he slaps the table. He goes, "Tell you what. How about you do a little work for me? And then, if you complete this job, we can say that we're no longer strangers. We'll be friends after you complete the job."
2 friends give each other tickets to see the Oracle.
It couldn't hurt your chances.
Can I do an insight to see if he's trying to screw me?
Sure.
I also want to pick up an insight on that, listening whether or not he's trying to fuck us over.
Okay. Both of you guys go ahead and roll.
I got a 24.
You can't tell. Horace, you've got a little bit of a connection with this guy already. You know that this guy's a shrewd businessman, and he's certainly not going to just give random strangers the ticket right off the bat.
Sure.
But him saying that it couldn't hurt your chances, he's certainly not lying about it.
So this is sort of
you get the
getting our
idea
foot
that
in
this
the door here.
Exactly. This is sort of him trying to figure out, what kind of people you are,
All right.
and if you'd be good to work with.
Hey, is that your daughter over there?
Nope, that's actually a good-looking maid that that works for me.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
And her name is Maid 2.
Nice. Is that what he calls her?
Maid 2, and this one's Maid 1. Yeah, they're
Did
both.
they-
That's both their names actually.
Do they have little signs on them for like Maid 1 and Maid 2 on them?
They have a name tag.
Okay.
It says made 2 and made 1 on it.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered to learn names.
Well, how about it? You boys
Good.
down to do a little bit of business? Get to know each other, so to speak?
Yeah, dude.
What sort of business did you have in mind?
Well, now. My name is Billy Hockman, as you all know. And, I'm in the council. And I head up all of the domestic work around here.
Obviously not.
My friend Franz Voigt, he works on the imports and the exports. Well, he lives outside the city limits, and I happen to own a plot of land over near his establishment. And I own it, and it's about time for me to harvest that land for the wood. Well, Franz Voigt doesn't want me to harvest that plot of land. He says he likes the view. Well, as I send my crews down there to harvest the wood, Franz Voigt, now I can't prove it, of course, but seems he's riled up the locals who live over there. I mean, you can hardly call them locals. They are foul creatures of the woods. Well, they say that, oh, that's their sacred tree. You can't harvest this tree. Where are we supposed to live? Well, they are foul creatures. Hardly even human. Actually, they aren't even human. But,
Are they distinctly monkey-like?
Oh God.
Oh no.
Speaking to the fade druid
Ooh.
lady over here.
How is Ul feeling about all this? He's starting to like this fella, man.
We gotta
Opal
keep-
and Sylvan just going, oh, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
he goes, well, Franz
He's
Voigt
gonna
has got them
fucking get it.
riled up.
We gotta keep Dwarfadil. We gotta keep Dwarfadil out of this deal, guys.
Is he still taking a shit? No,
He's
he's-
out there
he's
getting
eating
food, I
it.
guess.
He was taking a look out the window at eating his apple.
Yeah.
He goes, all beautiful trees.
He goes, well,
Be a shame if someone would cut down all these trees. I just
The
love
local
trees.
the local crews out there keep getting waylaid by those fae. Well, it'd be mighty helpful if you could go on out there and exterminate them for me.
Extermination seems rather harsh.
I mean, they are vile monsters. What are you supposed to do with them? We have walls
Curious.
around this city for a reason.
Curious, are you willing to pay us a bonus per head we bring back?
Oh, we could scalp them.
Yeah,
Uh,
that'll be
You
fun.
know what? And at this point, you guys look around, and Billy Hockman has hunting trophies all around the room, sort of decoratively around his house.
No,
And he says,
we should make
Yeah.
this into a competition.
if you
Are
see
any of them-
anything unique out there, I would love to add it to my collection.
But why don't we make this in competition? The one that kills more of the Fae get the ticket.
As I said before, you don't get the ticket from this job. This job is take it as
Entry level
Ah,
position.
an entry level position. This is
But
us
we
getting
can
to
have
know
fun.
each other. I'm seeing if you guys are capable of handling a task I give to you.
Can we get a bounty for scalps? Though a little, just to make it fun. Doesn't have to be a lot.
Yeah, how much are you thinking?
Like what, a gold piece. per
Well, I'll
scalp?
tell you what. If you exterminate all of them, I will give you 10 gold pieces per head you bring back. Or,
Ooh.
scalp, we'll say.
Pardon me. I'm going to have to attend. I need to attend something outside. I will be back.
You take care.
As I'm walking past, are there actual like fey creature heads like on the wall?
Um, um, I would say it's mostly animals and strange, the occasional monster.
The it's not like he's mounting humanoid heads.
He's not
for
mounting
example.
humanoid heads.
Yes.
That's
So-
true.
I have to ask. Your description of them being fey.
Mhm.
Do you know what specific type? Are they bestial in nature, or are they more
Well,
humanoid?
I think they're humanoid. If I had to guess, sorry guys, just gonna tell you. I think they're humanoid. I have reason to believe that Franz Voigt has been riling them up because he knows what I want to do with that land. But I can't prove it. I sent my best foreman into the woods, into the wild, with a crew. And well, he never came out. No search party came out, found him dead. He was hacked to pieces, I mean, that doesn't just happen, but I mean, not only was it signs of a struggle, there's big claw marks in the ground too. So I don't think we're just dealing with routed band of elves or something.
I believe I have to ask this.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get them to leave diplomatically, the job will still be done, correct?
Oh yes, I highly doubt that'll be possible, but good luck. I mean, of course.
Well, stranger things have happened.
Mr. Hawkman,
Yes, sir.
may I ask, why does your competitor, Mr. Voigt, value this view so highly?
Well, look around here. And he sort of motions to his whole estate. He says, do you see how beautiful this is? You see the view? You see how nice it is out here, how peaceful? Now imagine if you had an estate out in the wild and the person you hate the most and you compete with the most decided to ruin your view. Well, that's how Franz Voigt sees it. And as far as I care, I actually don't care. It's my land, and I'll do with it what I please.
Oh, it is simply about the view to him, is your view.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. You guys don't know Franz Voigt, but he is as cutthroat a businessman as it comes. He does not care one iota for those creatures out there. Ugh.
Well, I suppose we'll go see what we can do.
All right. Y'all have a map or something? Let me show you where the location is.
Yeah. He
All right.
pulls out the map.
He pulls out the map. He comes over here to old Traumstadt. And let's see. Over here, he points out Voigt Vineyard, and he's like, that is where Voigt lives. And you just follow the trail off to the west, over here. And he sort of marks a forested location out there. Very rural. You get the idea that it's probably a day and a half journey. Maybe even two, something like that.
Out from where we are now, or out from Void?
So here's Voigt's, and it's probably a day's journey off to the west from Voight.
All right.
Well, we
You
better
all
wait
can,
till tomorrow,
you can probably-
dudes, because we want to get our, our tools back.
Oh, certainly don't go out there empty-handed. He goes, here, let's move on back to Hawkman Estate.
You wouldn't happen to be able to write us a crap. What's the word I'm looking for? A
Letter of recommendation.
A letter of
Letter of-
recommendation or a
yes,
waiver,
yes.
so to speak?
Basically, a letter of recommendation. Because I have. It's funnily enough, I was looking at this stuff about like medieval towns and stuff. Like generally, you needed a host, so to speak.
Oh, that's true.
So it's like that's basically what he's asking.
Hmm.
Letter of recommendation.
He thinks for a second, and he says, "Arthur, come
Sponsor
here."
us.
He
Sponsor
snaps
our
his fingers.
visas.
Yeah, he says, "Arthur, come here." Arthur stops playing. And he's like, "Yes, sir." He goes, "Write up a contract for these folks, and put them under contract with me, and put a clause in the contract that says they're undergoing some dangerous work, and they require weapons." He's like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." He runs into the boardroom, draws something up real fast, comes back out here, and then he actually puts it over on the pool table and asks you all to sign it. If you all sign, you're under contract with Billy Hawkman for dangerous work.
I'll sign.
I'm gonna read the fine print first.
You look at it. It wasn't written by a devil. Just a potentially bad man. We don't really know yet.
All right, I'm no lawyer, dudes, but it
There's
seems
no,
legit to me. And Jacob signs the name.
We go with those. We have to save those Fae, and then like that's when Nate pulls out and they're eating babies. Now Vendrick will sign it.
Okay.
He's used to taking monster contracts.
Yeah, so you've got essentially a monster contract. This is gonna, grease the wheels, so to speak, when it comes to getting your weapons back from the cops, and yeah, so
Because that's a big part of it, right? Is like Vendrick doesn't know the full context of what's going on, so to speak, with that. He's gonna do a lot of investigating when we get over there.
yeah, I'm sure. Does anybody not want to sign the contract?
Cool,
I-
definitely won't sign it.
You won't sign it.
They will.
Cole just wants to kill
No, he
Hawkman,
won't.
not the Fae.
Oh, you won't.
Yeah,
Oh.
Will wants to kill this guy and probably may come back in the middle of the night to burn down the mansion.
Kill this guy. I thought you wanted to scalp some.
Oh,
Okay.
no. That was 100% deception roll.
Oh, okay.
Dorfadil is not going to sign it, not because he gives a fuck or that he even knows what the contract's about, just because he's wandering around the house.
Oh, he's just.
And he
I
also
thought it was 'cause
doesn't.
he was anti-work.
No, he also doesn't need weapons. So
Okay.
he didn't actually lose anything coming here.
Actually, can I do something?
Go ahead, do something.
Do you mind if I sign this as representative for our company? Basically, our mercenary group kind of thing,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. What is the name of your company, by the way?
It's and thinking on the fly, Vendrick is going to write down Meard's Marauders.
Yeah.
Well, and he holds it up and flicks the paper, and he goes, "I do believe that makes it official. And if anybody ever questions you about this, you just show him this paper." And he signs it as well. hands it to you, Vendrick, and he gives Horace one more firm handshake, and he says,
I like this guy. I like the cut of his jib.
He says, "I'll be seeing you. Good luck out there." And old Arthur sort of shows you all the door.
Vendrick
He
will
opens
give
the
a
door here and he
nod.
goes, "Psst. Sir, it is time to leave." To old Dwarfadil. And he kicks everybody out. Or shows them the door politely, we'll say.
As he's leaving, Vendrick is going to look up at these little fans that are around here. This is obviously D&D, so there's not like electricity. But he's gonna look up. Can I make an Arcana check to see how they're maybe powered? Like, is there some this
go
guy
ahead.
doesn't seem to care about Fae, so it makes me think like there's some like wind spirit in them.
You get the distinct feeling that it's non-magical, and maybe it's like powered by lightning.
Strange. He just kind of mumbles it as he begins walking out.
You might just have a basement
Thank you.
full of employees pedaling bicycles internally.
He has a bunch of Fae like imps in the basement casting
ceiling.
shocking grasp
Yeah.
on like a
Foul
wire.
creatures.
He's whipping them, by the way. He's really got to just
My
be
gosh.
awful. As we walk out.
Yeah. Well, I think that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sorry there was
It's a
no
good-
combat this time, but there was just,
I know
You guys got
Dwarfadil
some
was
mission.
foaming at the mouth for it.
Did you go through the politics?
Had to
I
save
do
those poor
I do not
undead.
like that man.
He made me rather uncomfortable as well.
We're not actually.
Do we come back and burn this place down in the middle of the night and steal the ticket?
No.
First, I think
Yeah,
we need to
dude.
figure out what's going on with these Fae, irregardless of whether we're involved or not. I have a feeling they're in danger.
I would agree.
I see where you're
I-
talking.
The butler is walking
Hey.
towards us.
Vendrick turns
Yeah.
to Arthur.
Arthur's just standing there watching you guys. And he is listening.
We are
He-
walking away now. Goodbye.
Thank you for your politeness and cordialness. Arthur.
We'll give him the finger guns.
He gives a polite wave and then walks back in.
It was a pleasure hearing you play.
Finger guns, because I'll be blasting you later.
I'm gonna be finger blasting you later.
Oh,
As he finger blasts them.
So, we're not.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more intriguing business propositions on the next episode from Adventurers Landing.